some, it may be the legacy of fame or the luxury of fortune. But for many, if not most artists, I think they create because they have to. In the absence of creative endeavors, some broken part of their subconscious wells up and presses against other functions of the mind, disrupting them. This quickly becomes a curse as the desperate rattle of a painting or novel or album drowns out all other thoughts. Days or weeks are lost while plumbing the depths and branching ideas of possibilities. The torturous frustration as the clumsy body fails to recreate into reality the immaculate vision of the mind. But the highs, oh those highs, when art flows and you are a conduit for lightning, when knowledge, skills, and training finally align into a perfect focus, turning random, diffuse light into a hot, fast laser beam. This is the feeling of immortality, the feeling that seems to justify this brief, fragile existence. So open that release valve, just a little bit, and let the demons play for a while.
Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me now? Avatar's still not responding. But I see the microphone thing going up. I realized I had the wrong go live notification, and I've forgotten to put the notification in the library. I'm going to go do that. Just the library have so many channels now. It used to have like 6. You perceive Sammy not open? You are correct. That's a first. It's been a while since I've done that. Yes. The, Landy Tube startup. No, the problem was I didn't have the software open that handles literally all the automation on my stream. Professional. We'll talk over. Oh. Martin's got a, I don't recognize that emote. But yes, good morning to Zaffrey, Loopy, Tangent, Reynard, Iki, Terrifying, Elusive, Sigil, Ruru, Seriva, Watcher Dragon. I think that's everyone? Tangent? I don't know if I said it. Here, I'm going... Wait, I tried? What do you mean, I tried? Anyway, I'm going to join Iki in praising the runery, so... I'm gonna have to update that to say the goodest bean. I pronounced your name wrong. Seriva? How's it pronounced? I bet that's how I always pronounced it. Seriva. Okay, that's gonna take me some... I will get it. But I've been saying it wrong for years, apparently. So, bear with me if it takes, if I mess it up for a few tries. This is the downside of, text-only communication is sometimes we just have a pronunciation wrong in our head and we never know it. You saw that the pub booting messages didn't appear before the first redeem got activated, so you knew Sammy wasn't open? Oh. Yeah, I should run the beginning of the stream thing too. I must have restarted my computer or something. Stream start. Okay, I think I got everything, and we were on Masked Cat. Were we on Mask or Femcat? I don't remember. I'm gonna be working on commissions today, but first I gotta do a few things because I keep forgetting to. The first one is I need to program in something for Iki. Can do that on stream because that'll take a bit. No. We'll just work on the commission. And hacking my computer needs to warm up my room a bit. Why are your people redeeming the memory leak? You always look up for the booting message on the corner of your eye to know when to stop doing whatever you're doing. To look at the redeem. This time you're staring at the chat, just saw the redeem change out of stock and then redeemable. Oops. Oh, my buttons. Okay, I just had my brain had a thing. It's like, oh, I should do this. Now I can't remember what it is. You need to have memory leak do a thing if it gets redeemed too often? No. No. At a moment and you're like, here, I will see the booting messages, unless today is the one day Sierra forgets to open Sammy. I think you're probably the only person that reliably sees the booting messages. Because for anyone that doesn't know, every time I start stream, Paulbot does a little boot up sequence in the chat. But that happens the moment I go live. Therefore, most people will come in after I go live, and they won't see it being posted. But also, I want to share an art piece that I got on Art Fight. Look at the big kitty. This is by Kristen Tree. Yep, it's Twitch. don't have a Twitch listed, so I'm just gonna grab your website. And it's like, this is actually, I find this really cool because this has a much more like, when I draw the glitch saber, I draw it with a bit of, the face has more like human expression and stuff. And this is drawn a lot more like the glitch saber would actually look. So I find that really cool. Also, can I say, it is so weird when people split up my name into separate words. This isn't When Wolves Cry Out, this is When Wolves Cry Out. This is a statement, not a name. It's rare that people do it, but oh, it feels weird when people do. I definitely need to draw something for her back. I've only gotten 3 attacks done so far. I got... This was my first one. This was my second one. Gonna chill, maybe draw? I hope your chill and draw goes well. And this is my third one. I do not plan on doing cross-hatching for any others. I just had to do it for Okami. Honestly, I don't know if I'm even going to ink most of them. I might just start doing some of them in just pencil. Because I went in with inking thinking I would do like quick inking, but that's not what that's not what ended up happening. Thank you, Zafri. Is it bad that I kind of really want to do a traditional animated attack against somebody? That's gonna be a fun one to do. It'd have to be a very simple animation, but I want to do it. Because I have no self-control. Thank you past me for putting that note there. I would have forgotten that. You know what I also need to do at some point? I need to actually cut these up and send them out. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Citro, where's your 6th orb? Where's my art glove at? That's not it. There's a compression glove. There it is. You took the orb? Which color orb did you take? By the way, Rooney, the other day you mentioned you were having difficulty attempting to get yourself drawing again. How's that been going? Hi, Laser Kitty. Just can't draw humanoids again for now. That's fair. I am sure you will. I'm sure you'll get it back. But for now, don't give yourself time. Don't beat yourself up over it. You'll get there. Hi, Magma. Thank you for the lurk. Hey, Runery, can I ask for something, though? It is art related, but it's a small thing. Could I get you to draw me just an isolated void halo of any character you want, whether it be Yolta, Fren, Sable, Sierra, just an isolated void halo that I can use to throw at Martin? Try. If you can't, don't worry about it. It's just, I don't know. I thought I would ask for something simple. Any size canvas should I have in my... I didn't think about that. I guess like a few hundred, at least a few hundred pixels in either direction. Actually, I don't know. I think any size canvas should be good. There are pretty small things that are being thrown at Martin. Hi, Sigil. Sigil, where is your sixth orb? Or your seventh orb? Because there's one in the head, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where's your seventh orb? Maybe hidden in the tail. I want to be able to do more art. I want to be able to just attack as many people as possible on Art Fight. I'd love to do a bunch of colored things, but I know I can't do that. What I should try doing is like sketchier. Hold on. If I do, go away. I don't need you right now. Glitch Saber. Where's my sketchier comic page? If I do sketchier inks like this, it should be quicker. It's definitely rougher, but it should be quicker. But then I could add like a tiny bit of shading with like with a Copic marker. You just call that the Gremlin shell? I look forward to seeing what you do with it. I'm gonna be honest. No, close that browser. No, I need this browser. I have my primary browser. I have my browser that I use for Twitch because it doesn't do anything else except have the tabs I need for Twitch. Then I have my one that I use to log into all my secondary accounts, like logging into Pawbot or my secondary Discord account or anything like that. I don't need 3 browsers open at a time, though. This image here just makes me excited to get to draw it again. This image makes it look like, makes it such a fun form. And some of them I was actually quite happy with, like, this one I thought was cute. Let's see, which other Gremlin ones did I do? They're really the only Gremlin ones I see on here. Well, there's this one. Of, Sigil attempting to enter into the shell. And I feel like there was another one of Sigil. Yeah, here it is. Sigil building the shell and Cat being encouraging. I gotta do the version of this where he's building the more advanced shell. I kept getting confused because I would see that on there of Nano Sigil trying to build more complex advanced version of his body and failing, but Cat cheering him up. And I kept thinking, it's like, didn't I already do that? But no, that's not the advanced shell. That's the Gremlin shell. Also, can I say that I love that, for very different reasons, Sigil has basically gone the route of Cat, of having the nanite body, 2 different, like, standard shells, Cat having male and female, Sigil having advanced and Gremlin, and then just the occasional as needed human shell. This is Sigil's human shell. And let me pull up Cat's. This is Cat. Not the best drawing of it, but is good enough for being a nanite critter seems fun. I legitimately did not think anyone else would want a nano critter, but there's like 10 of them now. I do think I did better on Sigil's human shell. This one makes me happy. Missed if I responded to... Oh, I was just saying, yeah, I didn't think anyone would want nano critters. Because they weren't originally a species or anything. It's just how my character Cat is. Because Cat has the, masculine... Like, actual Cat is made of nanites like this. Like the Sigil character is. But she has a female body. And he has the male body. Because Cat is gender fluid. And Cat uses whichever body is how they identify at that moment. Your fluidity isn't male-female, but you vibe hard with crafting different forms. Kind of depersonalization that comes with that form. No, I get that. And yeah, gender fluid doesn't have to be just male-female, but that's how Cat is. Cat is a character I made over 10 years ago, and I didn't know anything about gender fluid and stuff. This was just a character that before becoming nanites, Cat's body would just randomly switch between the two. And, but after becoming nanites, she had to learn how to craft the physical bodies and has to manually craft either a male one or a female one. Still extremely happy that I was okay with you getting that comic. Yeah. Like, I was very on the fence at the time, But I'm glad I'm decided it was okay. Okay. I should probably actually... Like... I'm a streamer. Am I supposed to be actually doing the stream stuff? Or am I supposed to be just kind of, like, chatting and whatnot? Oh, I want to program something in now. Oh, heck. And I try that real quick. And I... Can I get this to
Oh,
upload
no.
the file? It does actually work. Turgo the Mad Cat, thank you so much for 37 months subscription. What are you doing this morning? Oh, I need to check this. Here's some Chris noodles. Oh, I'm gonna program something into Sammy real quick. That I shouldn't. If I remember right, the only two avatars this would work on would be the Sphinx and the Dragon. So I gotta switch over to one of them. So let's check the Sphinx. Okay. Well, Dragon Overload, right? Yeah, that's what it's called. So we're going to exit. All right, so I guess I'll let you I should probably just let you guys see what I'm doing, just so you're not just staring at the screen. Okay, I think that is the... Oh, I was close. It's lowercase. Right? Hold on. It triggers. I don't have any way of sorry, I'm just thinking. Oh, what if we'll just do this as a test and we'll disable the button. And now every 20 milliseconds. No, it doesn't do that fast. Is it a second? That not working? No, my plan might be failing. Alright, yeah, I don't... I wanted to try to take advantage of another app I have that keeps track of... Alright. Where did my border go? Wait... Where did my border go? I can't believe Runery ate the border. But no, honestly, I have... Legitimately, where did that go? Let's see... There we go. Just had to turn it off and on again. But basically, something I had in the past... Can't believe I made the joke before you did. Welcome back, Loopy. So, something I had set up for a little bit, but I thought it was crashing Sammy, even though it turned out to be something else, was where if I clicked out of my art applications on either the Sphinx or the Dragon, it would switch the avatar over to a distracted version, where like the Sphinx is poking at a different monitor. And I don't remember what the dragon said. I think it just looked away. Yeah, dragon just kind of... Oh, that's so broken. I like the Sphinx one better for sure. It's just looking at the second monitor. When I finish this one, I definitely plan on setting a thing. Oh, we're still on the distracted. No, I need neutral. There we go. I definitely plan on setting a thing where when it has a few different poses depending on what I click on. So like if I click on the browser... Okay, hold on. Actually, I'm going to do this. Like I want the normal just kind of chatting image to kind of look like this kind of person here. Probably holding like a tablet or something. Probably my iPad. Oh, the... If you remember, I did the Sammy stuff with exclamation point equals meaning not. Yeah, that was those were exit commands though. So if I was on any model other than those two, it would stop the button from running. That was intentional. Just seeing the floating plushy head makes you giggle. Enjoying phasing Runery in and out. Runery is Displace the Beast. But I want the drawing one to then kind of... Like when I clicked on one of my art softwares, it would kind of switch over to... Or I guess the tablet would be in this hand, because right-handed. And that hand kind of just drawing on it. If I, if I clicked on OBS or my browser that I use just for stream stuff, or I guess the majority of things, it would kind of open the iPad to have the keyboard. Because yes, my iPad has a keyboard on it, with the other hand kind of tapping on it. And if I'm in Discord or something, the avatar just kind of pulls up a phone and starts looking at that. That's what I want. That is my goal with that avatar. And when I redo the Sphinx one, because I think I'm going to redo the Sphinx to be kind of a similar. Just standing here, because I feel like I can do more with it. And I can kind of work with that more into like other animations and such. If I get a couple of my avatars to be lined up. The goal is to have 4 kind of main avatars. Morning, Diane. Yeah, the 4 main ones I want would be the ones that are actual forms of, like, Sierra's kind of default forms. Which would be Sphinx. Human's gonna be in there as well, because I want the human avatar. Because that is me. And Sao. The big dragon. The big dragon is going to be the most interesting one to remake. Because, I don't know, it's the only one that I need to figure out how to blend it into the new models. It is also going to mean I'm going to need to redo the dragon animation, which, pray for me. Morning, Cap. Yesterday while you're on friend's stream, you came to the realization Runari can't blame his bite marks on others? What do you mean? Yeah, so human, Sphinx, Sao, and then also I want to add the glitch saber to that, because I think the glitch saber is going to quickly become one of those go-to default forms. All the other ones will probably kind of stay as they are. I don't plan on remaking everything. Stuff like Tiger, Aota, the Fox, all those ones will, Cat will probably stay as they are. I have plans, including little things like idle animations. But I am going to need to build a newer foundation, which is kind of funny that I'm talking about rebuilding the foundation of my avatar system at the same time Landy is rebuilding the foundation of LandyTube. Like, it took me a while to figure out what I wanted to do with the avatars, but now I have figured it out. It's just a matter of having time to do it. Why did I have to figure it out during Art Fight month? I would be spending all that time that I art fight in redoing the models. Because the funny front bunny tooth Runari has, it makes his bite marks easy to recognize. Runari. 1 second. If you ever create a pattern for Runeri's bite mark, I'm just gonna stick one of them on my overlay somewhere. No, better yet, it'll appear when you use the chomp command. Just, it will randomize where on the screen and what rotation it'll be, but it's just a bite mark on the screen. And it'll add another one every time that you do it. The worst part is I kind of know how to do this now because I had to help Junie figure out how to Junie and I made it so on their stream, when you do the little explosion thing, you can type in the coordinates for the on the screen, and it will explode at that location. But I also made sure that they programmed in a failsafe that if people typed in letters, didn't type in anything, or any of that stuff, it would instead auto-generate random variables and just randomize where the explosion is. So is Runeri's Denta like a predator, but with bunny tooth? Costello, your Sona has the same, and you don't want to be blamed. Didn't fall into the realization of his bite marks being weird till your other partner added a Runeri bite mark in an adopt because you wouldn't stop saying bites it, and it just opened your mind. God, now I need to draw a. Can you send me that adopt so I can see what Runeri's bite pattern looks like, and I will draw this, and I will add this, and I will forget? Input sanitizing is an important part of programming. And I'm just gonna say it. Sammy doesn't have an easy way to input sanitize. So it was a whole lot of checking. It's like, all right, Junie, we need to make sure that it checks if this variable is present. Like before, when the command first runs, it deletes all variables. And then it checks if it is present. And then if it is present, it will run a command that strips it of any letters. Actually, no, I think it does that first. It strips it of any letters, then checks if it's present because it uses 2 wildcards, like 1 wildcard, a space, and then another wildcard, or the first coordinate, second coordinate. If either of them are missing, it generates the random number for that space, because if they only type in messages or letters, like they just type in hello, it'll strip all of those letters out and just leave blank, so then it will generate both. But yeah, that's kind of... I think that's how we did it, was we stripped the variables out, or we stripped the letters out, so it was just numbers. Then we checked to see if they both existed. We checked to see if they were within range, because if it was out of range, we disregarded that. I think there was exactly one way that someone found to break it, but it was using a very specific thing that I didn't really know how to avoid without breaking it further. Last thing, you want to try and turn a non-number string into an integer and crash everything? Yeah, that's what we were trying to avoid doing. I don't remember the exact way we did it. But that was basically what we did, was we forced it into we had it strip those out and then turn it into a number variable, and then proceeded. I don't remember if I have a copy of that one, or if that was one of the ones that Junie just shared their screen with me. I think it was one that they just shared their screen with me, so I didn't actually do any of the programming on my side. I just told them what to do. I love that one of my cards is just try running this, or one of my buttons is just try running this. Because I was trying desperately to figure out how to do this, and was just searching through Discords and OBS documentation and such. But I have a bunch of things here that we did for Junie's stream. Oh, this one's for my own stream. Why don't I have any of these labeled? Oh yeah, this is from back when I had the old distraction thing. Neat, I still have part of the programming. I could probably just reuse it. Expression check. Distracted. Yeah, this is the old one. Want to check? I shall do that. We're an hour in. I haven't started drawing yet. The problem with putting the bite marks on the avatars is I would have to set it up in a way that in the same way that the plushie sits on the avatars. And I can only do that with basically one item at a time, and I can't randomize it. Otherwise, we'd just have like floating bite marks. I need to tell Landy at some point that not every time, but quite often when I'm at work, I'm just like, I have ideas for how to make Landy to do more for me that would only work for me. And I need to just go to Landy like, Landy, do you mind if I try like breaking your code a bit? I want to try to do this. I want to see if I can get it to work. And Landy's going to be like... I don't know how Landy would react. Landy would probably just be like... You could try it, but I'm not going to have recommendations for you, and it will probably cause it to break when it updates. And I'm just like... I'm going to create a backup that when we update, I just switch over to the backup so it'll update correctly. I appreciate that, Landy. Landy has done so much for me. I just really appreciate Landy. I wish I could do more for them. Sorry, now my brain is just racing with avatar design thoughts. Now I want to work on this one. Heck. Guys, help. Guys, gals, and everyone in between. Oh, I have ADHD desire to work on this avatar. But I shouldn't. I need to focus on commission. Also, random fact, when I do these ones, because I'm going to be, like, lining them all up, so they can kind of, like, interact in a way. Guys, gals, and non-binary pals is what you heard a few times. Yes, but a lot of people say that. That feels too just... I don't know. That feels like other people's things. It's like... I don't know. I want to find my own thing. But... I'm going to... I have a little height chart up here that I'm going to be using, because I'm going to make the avatars' height accurate to each other. Like, human is 6'4". Sao is 5'6". Sphinx is 6'8". And Glitch Saber is... I don't know. Sometimes it's best not to fight the ADHD. But I want to... I haven't worked on this commission in forever. Glitch Saber is big, and my Glitch Saber is a bit, like, is larger than average. Like, my Glitch Saber isn't, like, double the size of one or anything, but it is just... I got permission to make it a very big Glitch Saber. Someone else asked what POB stands for, and I get to explain the Paranormal Assistance and Wellness Bureau. Loopy, weren't you the one that asked about that on Twitter? It was actually here? Oh, okay. Someone asked me about it on Twitter. Who was that? Oh, no. You were who was asking me about Sao. Yeah, because Sao isn't, like, the different forms aren't different personalities. Because you were asking if Sao and Sierra were a plurality thing. No, it's nothing like that. It's just different physical forms. And Sao, but Sao has the nanites that kind of force her to talk and act a certain way. But the actual mind and personality are the same. I'm out of drink. Grabbing my hoodie and a drink. I'll be right back. As soon as I can find the BRB screen. All right, back. Yeah, the very basic premise of first basic premise of Sierra. Sierra is a fragment of the Cosmic Dragon. Cosmic Dragon being, like, outside the universe, exists outside of time. So, as the dragon just kind of watches the universe run through its entire course, it loops back. And each of the loops, Sierra has basically a different life. All of them are stored in that pearl that she wears around the neck. And sometimes there's a few that will just kind of come out, and Sierra will become that form for a bit. The dragon isn't that, like, the dragon form. The dragon form curse actually existed before all that. So for a long time, Sao was the only one that technically could come out of the pearl of her own, quote unquote, her own choice. Basically was like, if something triggered it. Curse? Yeah, so the original lore before the Cosmic Dragon thing was Sierra. The reason Sierra had the dragon form was from a little, basically a charm that she had gotten, because this lore was meant to be a joke before it became canon. It was just a charm that was just like to help her live up to expectations, and she used it to try to she was going to use it on a stream to try to be a better streamer, but chat just wanted to see, decided they wanted dragon, and the charm picked up on that, and it's just like, okay, dragon. And then that stuck around even after she got rid of the charm. So anytime people expect or want her to become a dragon, it just happens. Where is... feel like you vaguely remember that? You just got very bad memory? I have an old sketch of Sierra trying to stream and chat just chanting dragon. Sierra's like, wait, no, I've got to go to work soon. This was actually fairly on with it when, before the dragon became such an established thing. You can tell it was early on because the dragon still has only three digits per foot, similar to how the one on the stream has. When canonically the dragon has 4. And I really need to update that on the stream one. So my favorite sketch is same. It has presence. Like, it is in a room. It's not in a void. It has story. It has a lot of motion to it, a sense of scale. I did a really good job with this one, in my opinion. It's why I have it in as one of the ones that when I was going to try a thing where I would try practicing the same, inking the same piece over and over to get faster at it, this is one of the ones that I included. Along with this one, which is also one of my favorites for similar reasons. East the Mall Dragon. I have this one in the folder, which is a fun one. This was just fun. One of the very, very few drawings I've shown. I don't normally draw Sierra at this size. Like, city damaging size. It normally ends up either being small enough to, avoid destroying buildings, or big enough that Sierra is basically in space. But this was meant to be kind of part of the journey when Sierra was becoming ended up becoming the Cosmic Dragon. Macro alerted. Oh no. Have a bunch of pre-transition Sierras. I actually quite like these. I could probably still make use of these. Sometimes you just got a kaiju. Oh, yeah, that one is actually labeled as Daly's kaiju. This one is just a mood. Oh yeah. One of my biggest stims is rapidly rubbing my hands together. And it's like the thing where the villain is evilly plotting. So it's just like oh yeah. I like big beasties and I won't apologize for that. I think this was before I came to terms with the fact that I was macro. And this was just me trying to be a bit have some like dynamic posing. Sierra, where are your wings? Quad Sphinx? I don't draw the full Sphinx very much. Sierra used to have like the full Sphinx form more often, but it kind of like the role that it took kind of got replaced by the dragon. She can still take that form. It's just much less common for her to do so. Also, I'm not great at drawing it. Normally, if I get Quad Sphinx, I'm getting it from someone else. Like, one of my favorites I've gotten is this one. Which was drawn by... That's your Twitch name, right? Hold on. Gotta check something before I... Yeah. Someone likes you? What do you mean? Oh, Tiger time. That piece is gorgeous, right? that character, or not character, that person's Sona is a Sphinx. So I think I think. I think they might have just been excited to get to do another Sphinx. This is their Sona. Alright, thank you for the lurk. Hello, Burrito. How you doing today? Burrito the Noodle Dragon. That's a fun name. But when you talk cats... Oh, see that swaps gender all the time? Couldn't be egg? You shush. You shush. I had so many people telling me, it was like, oh, can't wait till you realize you're trans. And I'm just like, no, stop it. I'm not trans. The more that they did it, the more it just pushed me away from realizing it. No, past the moment of the distraction avatar talk, where your head just can't stop thinking Sierra PNG needs to get distracted with runery lore. God, I have no way of programming that, but... What if, I might try to do something with that with one of the idle animations, but I'm going to need to get with Landy to discuss what would be the best way of programming in the Landy or the idle animations, because the way I'm thinking is that I want them to kind of there to be a timer that will randomize, and when it hits 0, it will grab one of the idle animations and start playing it if it's been in the idle pose for that long. But I need it to be able to be interrupted if I start talking. And I want you to know, Runery, that I'm really tempted. Maybe it's just triggered when someone uses the command. That's actually a good idea. I want you to know, Runery, that when I draw the new avatars, I'm really tempted to just draw the Runery plush as a thing that's part of it. But I gotta figure out if I can get layers to work the way I want them to. With what I have in my head, I am going to be directly opposing Landy's teachings. But I want more control over it. Yes, I wanna. Sorry, I have Junie up on the other screen, and I want to share a screenshot of. Come on. Gimme, gimme, gimme. It's all the Grem Gang members. And, Sierra and Daku. Safe by campus. I haven't even started drawing yet. Let me rest my eyes and do a wellness check. Can I say, though, that watching this get drawn, I was very confused because for most of it, Daku wasn't in there. So it was just like all of the Grem Gang members and also Sierra. And I was just like, huh? I was just very confused. I even did a thing that I sent to Flo. It's just like, I can identify where every one of these characters on it is with the gremlins that Junie had up at the time. And then there's also Sierra. And I was just like, why? I'm not complaining, but why? But then they added Daku, and it's just like, okay. Sierra's not the only one that's not officially part of the team that's in there. It feels less confusing now. Honorary gremlin. I know Junie was saying that they don't want the team to get too big. But I don't know, I still appreciate that I got included. That they see me as like part of the group. It makes me really happy. Hold on, I need to check our viewer list to make sure there's... Okay, I don't see any of them. But I will never ask to be on the team because that feels rude. But if they ever asked me, I definitely wouldn't say no. It's literally the only team on Twitch that I'd probably be willing to join. I've had people recommend me like some of the bigger teams like Thunderfang and stuff, but it's like I don't want to be a part of a real big team where it's just like just a whole bunch of streamers. Like if I am part of a team, because I don't really... For the longest time, I didn't want to be on a team at all. But, like, if I am going to be on a team, I want it to be one that, like, the people actually know each other and talk and such. And I'm sorry to hear that, Kale. I hope your pain goes away soon. Oh, I just realized I checked the chat to make sure that there was no Grem Gangs in here when I was talking about that. I just remembered that I know some of them watch the VODs. Martin, if you see this, ignore what I said. Also, Martin, if you see this, I am sorry. Martin, if you see this, chat says hi. Alright, I am finally pulling the tablet up into drawing mode. I like that chat is now just all saying hi Martin, hi Martin. And I have so much temptation to send a screenshot of it to Martin. But if I do, she's gonna ask what the context is, and then I have to explain to him or come up with an excuse, but then he'll probably say, or then he'll probably be more likely to watch the VOD. Hold on, I need an excuse. I'm just going to, yes, there we go. You say it because I shouted them out, that's all. Go check out Martin. Martin's playing Pokemon Go, but mostly just kind of, shiny hunting, so it is mostly just a just chatting stream. But also has Daku on stream. Go say hi to those lovely beans. I am 400 points away from throwing another thing at Martin. You were in Martin's stream earlier? Anyone that does visit Martin's stream regularly, I will let you know that Mochi is off cooldown. And anyone that does visit the stream regularly knows what that does. Eko, Des, I am so sorry this commission has taken such a long time.
Oh no!
Iki, thank you so much for a full year of subscription. What are you heckin' doing? Has it really been a year since you started haunting me? All the hugs for Iki. Oh my god, Ruru. I am so sorry. Oi. You gonna shake me? Understood. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Now you just have to deal with me up here. Someone new is gonna come in and ask why my avatar is up there, and I'm just gonna point at chat and go, Runery did it. Hi, Cap. But yes, Runery, enjoy your subscription to Soul Rock Martin. Someone redeemed Moshi. Oh, Runery, I want you to know that, I'm sending all 4. And I see that they are friends, Halos. Gotta save them to the friend folder. I'm also sending a screenshot of your message. Stream. Strong stream. That's a correct stream. Martin's over there like, Rhea, I'm gonna get you. Mortar's like, Rhea, you gotta stream something. I am streaming something. I'm streaming me being distracted bullying Martin. I'm refusing to tell her which one to add, so I'm curious if he just picks one or if he just adds all of them. Alright, you want to play this game? Save my canvas, thank you. Bonus check? Okay, I will right after I see what Martin does. Yes. She enabled all of them. Mischief is okay. When you I see you, Martin, your captions. Wait, you're refunding? Oh, okay. He's refunding the other person. Daku isn't streaming, so I can't do anything. Can't do anything to Daku. I mean, I could do stuff to Daku, but Daku probably won't even get notifications of it. Eko, are you in chat? If so, I am so sorry. Hi, Martin. Can you hear me? How long have you been listening? Just since recently? Martin, you're a heckin' good bean, and I appreciate all that you do. You are someone that really cares about all your friends and always wants to make sure that you're that they're doing okay and to help them out when they need it. And just you're really sweet, and you draw really cute little doodles. I love seeing them. I hope that you are doing well. And I would also have your audio on, but I have still yet to set up my OBS so that I can hear other people's streams while I'm streaming, which is why I am so reliant on captions. But I don't know. Thank you. I'm glad I got to meet you and get to be your friend. Anytime I talk with you, you just really brighten my day. Also, I heckin' admire your just confidence in self. That you just are just confidently who you are, and I love that. No, so are you. So are you. Please tell me that your stream can't also hear me, that it's just you. It's just you? Okay. Good. Did Radar pick an item? Also tell Reynard I say thank you for contributing. Not like I'd be clipped out of context. No. But I'm just over here being all complimenty and stuff, and also if Martin is having any sort of reaction, it's admittedly kind of funny to me that that his chat can't hear what she's reacting to. Look, I am still a gremlin. Now Martin's shouting me out. Yeah, that's fair. What are you reacting to, a giant fox? Get appreciated. I mean, it's like I shouted Martin out. It's only fair. Also, Daku, hi. You're a good bean as well. I haven't gotten to talk with you that much, but I want to talk with you more. Question for you at some point that I'm not going to ask on stream. I should actually pull up the references for this character. White thing always throws them off. Sorry, moored your head. Oh, okay. No, that's fine. That's actually kind of funny. I did something incorrectly. But it's fine. Easy to fix. Hey Vix, how's it going? It's bad. I just want to continue chatting with Martin and then trying to read the captions back like I've done with Seppi several times. But I should really let Martin focus on her own stream. It's going well? Good. You had a good time visiting Flo, Tangent, and Turga? I hope you had fun. Sorry, I glanced back at Junie's stream, and I see Junie's adding, like, colored lines in certain specific places to better define the images. Just looking... I want to do a big group image like that at some point. Martin, can we do, like, an art collab at some point? You and I? I don't know if Martin's still listening or not. You just realized June was drawing all of us because of mention. Yeah. And I don't know, it just makes me really happy that I got included in that. But I was also very confused at first because Daku was added at the very end. So up until that, it was just all of the official Grem Gang members, but also Sierra. And I'm just like, I'm happy to be included, but why am I there? Because it was at the same time that Judy was talking about, it's like, oh, I don't want... It's like, I'm glad the team is small because I want to be able to draw all the members of the team in one image. And I'm just like, why am I there? Because I'm friend. Yeah. And it was just confusing me because I was like the one odd one out, and what Judy was talking about made me confused. But after they added Daku and such, it was less confusing because I wasn't the only odd one out. I'm just happy to be included. I don't know, I didn't expect it. It makes me happy. Sierra's also there because we enjoy voice presence. Ah. Fuck box noises. Daku and Ria adopted Grems. I don't know. Junie has included me in 2 things recently, and I don't know. It feels nice. Junie also added my Gremlin to the raid song thing, to the Gremlin parade or whatever it's called. I spotted that the other day, and I was just like, I don't know. Just we'll see our smile. I don't think I. Oh no, hold on. Yep, wrong folder. Use this one. Where is it? Is one of these screenshots? Here it is. Behind the box, but I during one of them I saw the dragon there. It's like, aww. I'm glad that Junie likes the dragon gremlin. Because I feel like I did such a worse job on that one than the Sphinx gremlin. I feel like I just need to redo the dragon one over. Yeah, Daku's in there too. I couldn't remember if Daku was before or not. Martin's over here. Yeah, Martin, Nymphy, Zaihi, Laura, I think. Laurel. I haven't interacted with Laurel and oh, I can't remember their name. These 2 I haven't interacted with much. There's Peanut, Daku, Burr, Finn, Ria. Ghost is on Junie's head. Speaking of Gremlin. Oh, that's what happened. Yeah, unstack these tabs. Alright. I hope it helps, and have a good rest, Kale.
Results are not guaranteed.
You think you have my VOD running tomorrow? Yeah, all my VODs are auto-published, so you can always go back and watch them. I do not trust myself to publish them manually, so I don't even bother trying. Rune is stuck doing personal art and it feels weird wrong. Send up. Rune? Question for you. If you've been struggling and you're trying to get back into it, is it not better to kind of refresh yourself with personal art than trying to force yourself to do like commissions or gifts? I think this is needed. I think you doing personal art is important. Let yourself relax and just draw something for you. Draw something you enjoy. Let your art be enjoyable, not work or obligation. Besides, you already did art for someone else today. You made art for me. Now it's time for you to make art for you. It's like not... I know your head's like not allowed to personal art. But I'm telling you, it is allowed. I am speaking out against what your head is telling you. And you trust me, right? Runuri did art for Sierra to... I asked Runuri to make me a halo, and Runuri made me some halos. You trust me? Then I give you permission to do this personal art. There is a reason that I, despite the fact that I have a lot of commissions I could do constantly, I still make sure that I do personal art in between. Because if I tried doing just commission art, I would never get anything done. I think it's just one of those things, like, you got to balance it out, otherwise you will just hate the thing that, or come to not enjoy it. Then I'm gonna have to draw all the lore art, and if I'm drawing the lore art, how am I supposed to guess the guess details from the lore art if I'm the one adding the details in? And we've all seen how slow I am at drawing lore art. I still haven't finished the heckin' comic of those two talking. Sierra just draws lore art of Runuri eating burger. I feel like Runuri would eat a burger just completely raw. Like Runuri the character, knowing what Runuri's favorite food is. Eats it frozen? I mean, he could. He has the chompers for it. He manages to bite through dragon scales. Eat it wrong. Just imagine we're eating each piece individually, taking the bun off, flicking off the toppings before eating the buns, eating lettuce. I mean, that is one way to do it. I wouldn't say it's the wrong way. Also, this arm is too long. Because, like, if I rotate this at the shoulder... Ing Dragon, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. What are you doing today? Runery, you want to know what I did for a while? When work was really getting to me and I wanted to when I was kind of struggling with like ADHD struggling with me, I just create a new canvas. I don't know. Let's make it not too large. Take this canvas, put it over here. Sometimes I'd have another reference, it'd just be in the corner. But if, keep the commission big, and if a silly idea comes in, I could just do it over here. Just real quick. This is such a quick and rough drawing, but it's just demonstrating a point. Like sketch down a quick idea and then back to work. Because keeping the full canvas of the commission open helps me not lose sight of it completely and remember that I have to go back to it. Also, guys, don't tell Martin. If I have something planned, I'm gonna do in I don't know, 5 minutes. It's 11:40 right now. But yeah, if you do this, I recommend keeping the canvas on the side small, because it forces you to not overthink the details. Normally, I would keep them kind of, even... I would keep the canvas like this size down here, and have a reference up in this one. So then you just have this little bit to work with. Honestly, normally I would have it on this side of because that's easier for me, but that's where my avatar is right now, so... That wasn't what I intended to do. No, why am I getting tired? Brain, don't do this to me right now. Am I okay? I'm fine. My brain just does this. I am narcoleptic and I have ADHD, which means the chemicals in my brain don't regulate very well. If I wait long enough, it'll go back and I'll be completely fine, but right now I'm just like, heck, I want a nap. Like... Oh my god, you two? To what? Brain chems. Yeah, there's a lot of people in here that have, that are neurodivergent and have, like, as my sister puts them, spicy brain chemicals. But yeah, my ADHD and my narcolepsy interact in a really fun way where I occasionally just get hit with a massive bout of fatigue. And then it will eventually just pass and go back to normal. I tend to call them fatigue waves. Normally they happen later in the day, but they've been happening earlier in the day recently as well. I think I'm just stressed. Okay, I did the thing. I said I was gonna do it in 5 minutes. I did it. I didn't forget. I thought I would. Thank you for the head pats, Ruru. Voice. God, right? Heck. Why is my voice? Stop that. You're amazing. Wait, what? Why am I being called amazing? What did I do? These are not it. But why is it being said now? I'm confused. Confused dragon noises. Usually both of these dragons are white. They're gonna have no contrast against each other. Your precious says you are in fact amazing. Understood, the dragon is amazing. Don't need to... Why? Hey though. You say amazing, I say confused. The area is confused. Sierra has not done anything special. Sierra hasn't even drawn any lore comics recently. Vix. Thank you for the compliments. I'm just very confused. Novax Jewel, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. I just you caught me at a time where my chat is confusing me. Don't let that amazing person thing get you down. If it makes you feel any better, science has now validated the fact that you're also a good bean. Also, Lore Comics, we just got over this with Rune. Yeah, but I haven't finished mine yet. Welcome back, Sigil. I am only on page 5 of the lore comic I'm supposed to be doing. I am too far into it to not finish it. There are, there's this page, a lot of dialogue. This page, a lot of dialogue. This one, even more dialogue. There's some more dialogue. There's some more dialogue. And yes, I intentionally made them small so you couldn't... So you couldn't try to just, like, read them all while I was flashing through them. Sigil, how dare you? How dare you join in? Thank you for the compliment. How dare you? Don't dare do any form of self-deprecation? Okay. One, I don't think I ever said I wasn't amazing. I just said I was confused why everyone was saying it. Two, please don't pull the don't self-deprecate, that's my thing. If you're gonna tell me not to self-deprecate, you don't get to either. If you're gonna tell me to not self-deprecate, it should be because you believe people shouldn't self-deprecate, not because you think you get all the privileges to it. I've had so many people do that, I'm just like, please stop. If someone's in a headspace where they are self-deprecating, I don't feel like that joke is quite the tone for the moment. And I don't think I was self-deprecating. I never said that. I never denied any of the claims. I was just confused what started it, because normally something triggers that kind of chain reaction. Like, I try very hard not to self-deprecate. I don't like other people doing it either. So, I'm just... sorry, I probably got... too... That's probably a bit much for what was a very simple, just kind of jokey comment, and I apologize. I don't think panic's the right word. It's just, if anything, it was annoyed. It's like, most people don't like seeing other people self-deprecate. So just kind of like saying you're not allowed to feel this, but I'm going to tell you that I'm going to do it, isn't, in my opinion, isn't really a cheer up kind of thing. It's like the equivalent to just being like, do as I say, not as I do. Like, Neko did that to me as well, and that really annoyed me. And I think Neko also did it when I wasn't self-deprecating. Because I specifically said that I commented something about, like, I was commenting about how much experience I had at my other job, and how I basically could do anything there. And I said something about, it's like, Neko said something about the stream as well, and I said, okay, I'm not quite at that level on the streaming front. I can't just go into any stream and just instantly fix it in half an hour. And Neko apparently thought that was self-deprecating and was just like, no self-deprecating. I reserve all the time for self-deprecation. You don't get any. And I'm just like, also a little, that one was particularly annoying because Neko uses me as a comparison point to self-deprecate, and I don't like that. Using like the size of my stream to self-deprecate on their stream and such. And it just makes me feel bad. Like, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to, like, intentionally make my stream worse so people don't come? I don't know. I don't like being used as a tool for people to insult themselves. It's also like I've watched Neko streams for a while, and their streams have gone from back when I first joined, they were afraid to switch their avatars because people would leave, and it felt like they were doing, like, trying to do what people wanted. But since then, Neko's grown so much, it feels like, in my opinion, and like has very much embraced doing what Neko wants. Neko uses the avatar Neko wants. Neko, like, plays what Neko wants as long as the GPU allows it. Neko adds in dances, silly redeems, spins the Pikachu on the chair for 2 minutes straight. Neko does what Neko wants, and it seems like a lot more people have, like, vibed with that compared to when I first saw it. And it's been great to see. And it seems like Neko's has more fun with it. Because Neko gets to do what Neko wants. Then in the middle of that, I just hear about how, oh, mixed big streamer over here. And I'm just like, okay. Guess I'll just be the bad guy. I'll be the big stream that's apparently lauding it over everyone's head. I don't know. It's frustrating because I am someone that does not try to build my audience as much as I can. I know there are people that want to just see the number go up. I intentionally hide the number. I don't care how many people are watching me. I care more that the people that are watching me are people that are enjoying the content. That's what I care about. If people enjoy being here, that's what I care about more than just how many people are here. So just hearing that kind of stuff, just I do tend to have a fair few viewers, yes. In a year or two, at the current rate, I could probably apply for partner if I want. I don't think I will. There's not enough benefit for it, and I don't feel like going through that stress. I just want to vibe and have fun. Rare dragon? Oh yeah, because normally it gets overloaded pretty quickly. You do every so often, yeah. Like, I don't know, at the core of it, I don't like I said, I don't like being used as a comparison point, as a tool to have people put themselves down. I don't feel like I treat my stream as like a quote-unquote big streamer. I try to interact with all the chat messages. I try to make sure that I'm being like communicative. I don't just have a bunch of pop-ups and stuff. My heckin', I don't even have proper alerts. I am just here chatting with you guys. Sorry, I should not have been venting about that, especially naming someone. That was not the right thing to do. It's just a frustration that's built up for a while. Please do not give Neko any hassle about that. Neko is a good friend. I don't want Neko to get into any trouble. Zafri, thank you for the pizza. Used to be numbers go up. It's a bad habit that you realize you need to kick if you want to be happy. Yeah, I turned them off around the time that I had like 10 or so average viewers, because I'd see it go up and down. I'd get anxiety when it went up from a raid. I'd get anxiety when it started going down. It just caused anxiety. Now the only time I see how many viewers I had is after the stream has completed and I get sent an email. I don't even remember how this started. And Neko, if you are lurking, I apologize. Again, I should not have done that. Or if you're watching the VOD. You're calling me? Oh, that's what it was, because someone else did the, you don't get to self-deprecate, I self-deprecate. Anyway, I should probably get back to the art. Oh, I can feel bad. I appreciate the compliments. I really should be more careful what I say, though. Bonus check, I shall do the things. And after streams, I gotta do planks. Eyes have been rested. I shall save the canvas. I do try to be, like, typically rather open and honest with people, like, with chat. I talk about a lot of things that, like, I've gone through and whatnot. But normally I'm pretty good at, like, keeping specific names out of it. And I guess I just kind of didn't catch myself on that one like I should have. Like I said, though, not Junie. I'm watching Junie on the other screen. Neko is a really good friend. I don't think Neko intended any harm. And, like, I want the best for Neko. It was just one of those pet peeves I meant to say a single comment on and ended up just going on way too long. I will be right back. I'm back. And don't worry, Cap, even at that scale, it is noticed. It is noticed and appreciated. So little work done today. Brain, can we be productive a little bit? Just a little. In social. I don't think so. No, you're fine. I have similar. Just waiting for my brain to catch up a bit. Need to at least color in Echo. If nothing else. Let's get the white villain. Your limbs gradient out? Yes, they do. Interesting. I didn't notice that till now. It's a very mild gradient, but they do. Let's get an overall look at you. Okay, so am I doing? What am I? Thank you for the head pats. Seems like foot and mouth disease is going around. You hear us? Yeah. I definitely did that.
What's the threat? We all sell out every day. Might as well be on the winning team. It's business. That's all it is. You still don't get it, do you? Don't get it, do you?
Oh, I forgot the scales on his leg. Or on their legs. Forgot the scales on their legs. I'll need to go back and add that. Yeah, I forgot them all across the leg. How did I do that? Oh, I know how I did that. Or I can think of many reasons how I did that. Alright, let's add those in. And probably wrap up. A little bit early. But... I don't like the eye highlight. I'll have to mess with that later. Looks really good so far. Thank you. Unfortunately, it should have been finished a long time ago. The other thing the other thing I'll still need to do next time is these scales on the belly there. I'm gonna save this here. I'm gonna raid out, probably do a game or something to relax my head. I think we're gonna raid Junie today. Junie's working on a big picture that has Rhea in it. I think it's really cute and it made me happy to be included, so I want to send people there. Be sure to get your Fox rules. Thank you everyone for joining today. I know it was a lot of just kind of chatting and not a whole lot of artwork, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. I will be back on Monday. We'll be doing donation doodles. Doing a lot of donation doodles recently because I don't have much time to stream other things. And yeah, I have a good rest of your weekend, everyone. All right. Get some rest. Make sure you eat food. And find somewhere cozy and chill to just vibe. I'm gonna try, Zafri. I'm gonna try. I will see you all next time.